worthless, they're dirty, they stink, no dogs, no Irish. They went through all that bullshit with a bunch of people who I ain't gonna call
And
racist. I know
and
you
I
guys are gonna
still
cape
don't
for them
think
and
it was
say that they're
racist.
just was going through
I still don't
troubles.
think it was racist. I still don't think it was racist. I don't think that there is a problem with a group disliking another group and not wanting them to live amongst them. I don't
Well,
think that that's a
I
problem.
think the
it's
difference is cultural. I think there's a cultural issue there, and they don't want the
Or even
culture.
if it
That's
is
what they were
racial,
saying.
even if it's religious, even if it's cultural, I don't think that that's a problem. You as a nation, you as a tribe get to dictate who live in your lands. And
yes,
you
and
can
I don't
pull
think
that
it's
Yeah, I
back at
agree with
any
that.
time.
moral. Emmett was talking about moral. That's why I was trying to go to is that all that this fucking America does is try and force motherfuckers to do what they want. Who wants to chase that? Why would I want to chase that? You think I want to be white? I want to
Chase
be
what?
the slave master? I want to fucking oppress motherfuckers. I want to be a cop. I want to be a politician because I think they're better. All I'm pointing out is that the system is slanted, always has been. Here, what your fucking hour?
Hmm.
Fucking say, can you see national anthem? Racist. Anybody disagree?
Yes, because I don't believe racism
Yes.
exists.
Right. And you disagree too, Em, and I assume. Only in America could you come up with that racist ass song,
I'm
which
sorry,
the
I cannot believe, and it's impossible for me to believe that the quantity of melanin on anybody's skin means anything. I
I
think that
was
is the
talking about.
dumbest
Well, no,
thing that
no,
I
hold
ever
was
on.
talking
exists.
about something different.
Let me cape for Joe here. By the way, and because I don't think when Joe calls something racist, I don't think he's being accusatory to white people in general. I think he's talking about humanity's propensity to dislike somebody for being different.
Yes, I will have a whole conversation about the caste society in India. That is bullshit. It's the same shit here as a
Yeah,
caste society. I'm just using colloquial terms here.
yeah,
But there
and
is a caste
I
society in
understand that.
America.
I understand that. The problem, and like I agree with you to an extent. Like a culture should not have a caste society within it. It should operate under meritocracy.
Agreed.
But if
A
somebody
rich
is a
doctor could move in next door into the white neighborhood. He grew up around white people. Can't stand niggas like me, and white people will still knee jerk. He's black. Get him out of here. It's not culture. You think he's me? That's racism.
They have the okay. The it's the markers. He has the
now
markers of a
hold on 1 second because
culture, and you have an idea, right? It's like
I gotta see Joe. You think this song is racist? I'm gonna play the Star Spangled Banner and tell me to pause when the racism pops
It's the
out at you.
verse. It's the verse after this. After the song ends. We don't have to hear it because not it won't be in here. But if you want to hear the Star Spangled Banner, it's the verse where they cut it. This song, well, you know how it was written, Francis Scott Key and all of that shit. Under what conditions? You know where they cut it at? They cut it at the part where they say, yes, and every slave should feel the wrath of the most horrible shit he got coming. That's the next verse. That's where they cut it. Every hireling and slave is a piece of shit. That's the part they cut out. But that's the song that we chose for our national anthem, and no motherfucker ever said that's racist. We shouldn't do that. Even today, you niggas too comfortable. Someone need to set fire on your feet and have y'all calling niggas like Joe racist. Then, yeah, the next verse.
I feel like this is I feel like this is that Afro American revisionism.
Again, it's just
is it is it the
opinions,
one that says, "Oh,
facts.
thus, oh, thus be it ever when Freeman shall stand"? That is, it starts that with that,
Hireling and slave. Keep going.
and then
So
it
no
says,
refugee can
There it
save the
is.
hireling and slave from the terror of flight or the gloom of the grave.
Yes. That was them talking about we gonna, the hirelings, the black motherfuckers, and the slaves. All them
No,
niggas. We gonna get
the
all them niggas.
hirelings
"Once
would
with the
the
slaves."
hirelings like if anything, this wouldn't be racist. This would be elitist because the hirelings like you don't pay slaves. The hirelings would be the lower class in
Yes.
general.
Okay. Those guys and the slaves.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is, but it's in there, right? And no white
A
motherfuckers
common
saying that,
country should leave us no more.
they
Their
talking
blood
about killing
washed.
off black motherfuckers. No, it is the greatest song
Wait,
ever
the
written.
third verse is entirely interpreted by many historians as a denunciation of enslaved African Americans who allied with the
Yeah.
British, who had promised freedom to those who joined the British forces, particularly through units like the Colonial Marines. Kay's reference to the hiring enslaved is seen by some as celebrating the defeat of these individuals, framing their pursuit and death as a form of national triumph. Gerald
Clearly.
Home, a historian, argues that Key specifically denunciation the black population for siding with the British during the war.
Clearly. And at this time, by the way, Lincoln was running around saying shit openly at the time. It's hidden now. He was saying shit like, God, no, blacks are not equal to us. I know that. If I could win this war without freeing them motherfuckers, I would. They need to go back to Africa. This is the way Lincoln spoke. Even back then, motherfuckers thought blacks were second class. Nothing's changed now. And because blacks are not violent enough, because we don't knock heads like we should, we just get scooped under the rugs and motherfuckers comfortably say shit like, oh, y'all just complaining. So let motherfuckers call you nigger and bitch. You're just too sensitive. You wouldn't do that shit to your loved one, man. It just shows, man, that you motherfuckers disassociate yourselves from us. Generally speaking, you do. Motherfucker, you go places and motherfucker run up to you, call you white hunky, because I go places as a grown man. I got kids, so he'll call me the hard R. Run up to me. It's black people shit.
My brother, I've been insulted by people in public.
For your race?
I've had it. Yes. Yeah.
Who did that?
Yeah. Black folks.
Okay.
They go this crack ass motherfucker, you don't belong here type shit, or you just
Really?
wanna
Where
look
were
at this
you?
stupid motherfucker. I was at my adopted family's house.
Okay. Oh, the doctor's family house. I don't know.
The adopted family's house.
Oh, adopted family house. Yeah.
'Cause
well,
remember, I was adopted by a black family.
yeah. I meant traveling across the United States. Do people feel liberated to call you the
Yes,
white
yes,
honky or something?
black folks feel liberated to say whatever the fuck they want. Dare you to say anything about it?
Yeah. I asked this happened to you. You go travel and people call you that? Because I don't
Yes.
think that happens to
Is
white
that you,
folks.
Casper? Is that you, Casper?
Yeah, it's me.
No, the
Oh, do you wanna
simple,
see my ugly
fact
face?
of the matter is, people are fucking retarded. People don't like each other. People are not fucking by and large good.
Some people are racist. I don't know why we can't say that. No, that's not a real word. It doesn't have meaning.
I just told you
Racism
some
was
people
made
don't like
up.
other people. I don't believe it. I don't believe that racism is a thing. Some people don't like
I hear
people
you.
not part of their group.
Joe,
That's
can I
where
ask you-
that's where I will somewhat agree with you. Some people don't like people a part of their group. I don't think that's a bad thing. You don't have to like people. You don't have to like any person.
The problem
What?
is the definition of it. I
So
don't
you have
think
to
that
be
the new
tolerant.
definition.
Wait, Emmett, I don't go up on panels most. Usually when I jump up, I have something to say. But go ahead.
It
Emmett.
don't hit
Casper,
the same when we
you-
call him Peckerwood. Look,
I used to love that name.
No,
back
I
in the day.
hate
It
getting
don't hit the
interrupted
same
because it
now.
takes me to blood sports.
I used
It's
to
like,
love that.
go
like
ahead,
you
Casper.
I'll
guys
let you- I'll let you
listen
go-
to
I'll let you go,
Nick out
Casper.
videos and see how people let people speak. Like I don't get it. Like Emmett, you're a content creator. Do you want to see me actually lose my shit? Not cook, brother. I'll mute.
What? No. I was gonna.
Like,
we talk at the
what?
same time. I wasn't trying to interrupt you. No. I let you go. Go ahead.
This is why I don't go up on panels. Joe, do you remember the question I asked you ages ago when me and you had this racial?
I
This
don't.
conversation?
Please remind me. I don't.
So
Please
I'm going to
remind me.
remind you, and I
Okay.
dropped it because they didn't want to push it. Because when you
Okay.
pin somebody down, you don't do it. So if
I don't
me and you are
mind being
having a
pushed.
sure, neither do I, because it's beyond the point. It's like, haha, I beat you in the. So if me and you are having an argument about racism, okay,
Yeah.
and you're
Mhm.
black and I'm white, only
Right.
one person can get cancelled. Okay, only one person can go to jail in England or in Australia. Which race is that, black or white?
This is white people.
Okay, that's it.
Pretty much.
So
Yeah.
so is it the end of the discussion now?
No.
Like I don't understand why this keeps going. Like the only race right
Hold
now.
on.
that's
I'll
getting
explain it to you.
let me land. The only race, because now I'm doing the pushing in, right? The only
Yes,
race
please
that's
do.
getting shit pushed in right now is white people in
Right.
their own nations. End
Okay.
of discussion. Like I don't understand.
And
why
the
you
discussion my nuts, nigga. When you're
guys-
done,
Okay,
I'll
go
let
ahead.
you know
Go
when it's
ahead.
done.
Make a point. I'll be quiet.
All right,
Make
all right. I can acknowledge that white people are victims of racism too. It's a real thing. When that motherfucking that knee jerk civil rights shit and all that racist policies. That when you walk onto a fucking basketball court with a black dude and it's a black basketball court, even in a white court, and everybody assume the black guy's gonna outplay you. That's some racist shit. They pick him over you. Racism is a real thing and it happens to white people. Why would that be the end of the conversation?
Joe just hates racism. Like, people need to understand, if Joe calls you a racist,
my
it's
black
not because
friends
he's trying to be anti-white. It's not because he's being anti-black. He's just
listen.
he does
My
not like
white
racism.
friends get it too. I get shit all through college. I got shit for hanging with
Joe,
white people.
you fight like a white.
people.
You fight like a white guy over racism. To be honest, though, you're the
I
blackest
do
white
like
man
a
I've ever met.
like a
I'm
liberal leftist so and so. I'm serious. I get in these niggas' ass about this shit all the fucking time. I'm barred from certain rooms. You're not gonna change our mind. White people are inferior. I'm barred from fucking rooms for talking like this. Black people, black rooms. A lot of, not all of, some.
That's an interesting. That's a
because
conversation I would rather have. Go ahead, Doji. It's your turn.
Sorry, Casper. I didn't mean to
No,
talk
it's
over you.
not.
I got to say this, and then I'll mute. I feel like, and this has inspired me, right? I think I don't agree with not. I go back and forth with not laws, but I don't agree with him on this. Like, white people have inherent privilege and entitlement. If you talk about America or Canada or New Zealand or European nations, of course they're going to have some inherent privileges. They were countries built for them, but that doesn't mean that they have that doesn't mean that. Well, they do have entitlement because it's their birthright.
Yes, it does.
So I'll say so fucking what? It's their birthright. It's their fucking country.
Bro, isn't
But
that
here's
a
the thing:
troll?
every person in the West, regardless of your culture, your race, or your religion, has that inherent privilege and entitlement.
Yeah, but that's an out-of-town troll. Fuck that person.
We do.
Like,
we
they
do.
wanna
Americans
speak up, they can
generally.
speak
Yeah.
up. Like, this is insanity. What you
Not
guys are
lost is
doing
my
right.
homie. Not lost is my homie.
Hold on. Let Casper
that's
go.
not
He's
a
gonna
fucking
lose
count.
his
Go ahead,
fucking
go ahead,
mind.
Casper.
I
Go
won't.
ahead.
I just don't go on panels, G. Like, I don't
No. Go ahead. You just
But
don't
it's
like
okay.
niggas talking
It's
over
not
you.
a threat. It's an observation. Like, this person, if that's who I think it is, just shut the fuck up. Like, I don't want to listen to them. They're just rage baiting. Like, this is an idiot troll. Like, there's no time for trolling anymore.
Agreed.
Like, I
Is
don't
that
get
true,
it. Like, do you guys want to have London?
Do I
Like,
want London?
Yeah, do you want Chicago and New York and whoever else to turn up like London? Like, this is the other part of this conversation. Like, when I look at the America, okay, and there's this gentleman that I was listening to, this black fucking dude that grew up in USA, and he's gonna blow up. Like, that dude's he's gonna have 1 million subscribers in the next 3 months, okay?
All right.
And he's one of those guys that's he's the first black person that's talking about genetic realism. And what he's doing is like comparing the actual majority African American nations in the states they're in. And he's also looking at the nations which were, how can I put this, governed by the fucking disgusting British, French, Spanish, whatever, okay? But it's not that simple. And when they left, shit turned to shit. Like, I can't change this dude. I can't. I'm Serb, okay? I can dribble a basketball. Jokic is the best fucking player. You can suck my dick. But or I can still say, white people are short, okay? We can swim, we can't jump. And now the moment you start saying that, it's like, now you're racist. Like, I'm not racist. I don't give a fuck. We all have a soul and a brain inside, and we all bleed red, and it's pink inside. And it's like, why is it so
The
fucking
replacement
hard
theory
to-
is a thing. Go ahead, Casper.
It doesn't matter whether it's a thing or it's not a thing, whether it was culturally set up, like, because for some fucked up reason, bro. I'm like, I live in New Zealand. I can't even speak my mom.
If your main argument for immigration is they're not having as many kids, we need to bring people in to
That's why they
replace
do
those
it.
children lines. Like, the fuck, dude.
Bro,
Like,
I
just
had
admit it at
yeah.
this point.
I had a thought leader, okay, a thought leader. They actually say like, "Oh, who gives a fuck? It's your white people's problem. Like, you the guys that didn't have kids, so fuck you. You know, fair and square. Now you're the conquered ones." It's like, cool. I wonder, like, if you look at the white-led nations and any other race nations, how those nations actually treat nations that are not their own. Can we talk about Japan? Like how they treat people who are not Japanese. So how about Chinese? How they treat people who are not Chinese? Like, the only fucking nations in this world that treat other nations as part of their shit happen to be led by which culture? Christian culture. Like, what? You want me to apologize for Christianity being tolerant towards other races? Like, you guys have it in your constitution. Now you have idiots going around saying, well, that means we're not Christian. No, bitch, you're Christian and you're tolerant of other fucking thing, but you're a Christian nation. I mean, I can't help that fucking Muslim Turks decided to do what they did to you guys. Won't even know who I'm talking about. Like, if you start talking about the persecution of Christians in fucking Muslim nations and Arab nations, it's like, cool. But now if you go to Christian nations, it doesn't happen. But we need more of it. Okay, cool. Have your London. Okay, do you know what London's doing now? Now they're educating young men how to treat girls. And funnily enough, this isn't really towards white men. It's towards the kids of the immigrants that came in who do fucking think that graping and squeezing things in public is okay. I'm talking about making wine, okay? Like blood red wine.
Not laws.
Like, what the fuck are we talking about, dude?
That's true to you as well. Like I said, 2 and even 3 and even 4 things can be true at the same time. If you're not willing to see the truth for what it is in its entirety, then don't talk about to me what's about actually seeing the problem and what's real. Because I don't disagree with you. Capitalism and communism and leftism and extreme retarded Zionism are all very big issues in the West. The Great Replacement.
You left out
you
left out the right wing. They're fucking pretty twisted too.
The right wing is the superior wing, and it's ready to go. Let's go, Operation Order 66.
Okay.
Let's go.
Do you want to know, like, how can I put this? Like, why some systems work regardless if they're broken or if they're not in regards to the birth rate? It's super simple. Like, you had worse systems. You had fucking...
Except there literally is. There are NGOs.
No. Let me land it.
Hold on. He's reading a comment.
Okay, I'm just going to land the plane straight away and fuck everything in between, okay? So basically, you have grandparents who don't give a fuck about their kids or their grandkids. Like, it doesn't matter what the culture is or the government type is. If you have a leading, like, if you have your presidents and your ruling party, okay, 40 years ago, they were all 40 and they're still in there and now they're 80. Okay, so you had one generation who just didn't want to let their kids rock it. Okay, they were like, fuck you, you don't know what you're talking about, you're too young, you're a piece of shit, fucking go work, stop eating avocado sandwiches. Like, this is nothing to do, like, all this racist fucking HDTV, this is all bullshit to divert you from where the problem is. And now I'm supposed to be the dangerous. Like, bro, I'm just a normal human with observation skills, okay? This is nothing to do. Like, all these problems that you have don't matter if you have parents who want to set up their kids to have kids when they're in their 20s so they can be grandparents in their 40s. If they don't do that, it doesn't matter what system you've got, because it's only going to serve one generation. And then when they expire, okay, there's not going to be a wealth transfer to the next generation, because it's going to be transferred to fucking corporations, because they have to pay money they sell their house, because they send their fucking parents to old homes. They don't want to end up like them because they were the me generation. I mean, that's in this iteration. So all this shit is irrelevant. Okay, you can fix all of it. Okay, have one unified religious thing, but if you don't have the culture where you set up the next generation, instead of saying, "Oh, you at 18, you go out and make your own money." Okay. Oh, now you want me to look after you in your old age? I mean, I looked after my parents. My dad passed, whatever. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I have a different culture. Okay, but I understand when I look at it here, like, it doesn't matter if we don't look after our young. Doesn't matter what system you've got, whether you've got racism or not. This is not why the birth rate's crashing, but who gives a fuck? Like, and racism is stupid. Like, and what pisses me off is how it feels
first off, racism is not stupid. It's
for their
funny.
kids not to see color.
It's not funny when you're black.
Really? Or are we going to go back to that question I have for you? If I start complaining about the issues that my race and gender have, I'm a fucking bigot. If you do it, you get DEI. Not you, okay, not me. I'm talking about general.
Do you understand that we need DEI?
Fuck off. I don't want to listen to you anymore. DEI is literally carrying racism towards white men. You're an idiot.
You shouldn't get it.
What does DEI got to do with being competent? What does that got to do with that? DPI don't give one.
DEI literally tells companies that they have to look at race over competence. Calm down, Joe.
You don't know what DEI is, and you're just gonna go with emotion again. You're not gonna go with facts. If I bring up the shit to tell you what DEI is, you're gonna tell me it's something different.
What is DEI?
DEI is because White motherfuckers, yes, I'm gonna say the word. They don't want to hire black motherfuckers. Never
racist.
have, never will. It's not a thing. So
Wrong.
someone came up with a bright idea to show that, listen, there are qualified people of other races and ethnicities out there. We want to make sure that they're put in front of employees. They don't get to decide who you hire. They don't get to pressure you, but they do put people in front of you because the excuse is, I ain't no qualified Hispanics. So they show you a list of Hispanics that are qualified. That's what DEI is. And it also explains to you that
So
there
racism
is
against
an
white people.
inherent tendency to hire your own, and to be careful of that. If
So
you
as
know,
long as
What's
white
wrong- what's
people
wrong with
don't do it, we're good. We're golden, right? But if like any other race is only hiring
If
their
Indians
own,
do it, if
then,
black
then
people
that's
do it,
sweet
if
because
Hispanics
that's
do it, it's
fine,
okay.
right? Like what the fuck are you
The
talking
simple
about? Joe?
fact
You
of the
actually
simple
into
fact
white
of the matter
racist now.
is
both y'all.
DEI is retarded because here's the thing. Just because somebody has a degree but no experience doesn't make them qualified.
Don't
On
make
paper
DEI
it does.
silly
On paper it does. But I remember, this incredible. When I was in Job Corps, there was a black guy that called my welding instructor. There was about 5 of us students in the office for the phone call. And this black guy made me realize that credentialism, having a paper that says you're qualified when you're actually not, you've just done the college or done whatever, you're not actually qualified for that job. You don't have the experience to actually see what it is in the real world. You may have the knowledge, but you don't have the experience of dealing with it under real-time stressors. But anyway, I digressed. This black guy called, and my 2 professors, they were called professors in Job Corps, I don't know why, they were in the welding office, and they had both done time in the Kentucky coal mines. This black guy called from Florida. He was trying to get a job at a shipping yard. And his exact words to my professor was, yeah, these other guys, they got the experience, but I got the paperwork that says I got it, and they want to hire me. Like, they just have the experience.
Dude,
But I got the paper.
I'm gonna
And
give
like
you
that was his exact words. I put that on my fucking I put that on Tucker. Those were his exact words.
Doesn't sound so crazy to me. It sounds like it happens every day.
If you start actually
that's
going
the
into
thing.
let me jump in. Let me jump in just to bring data.
It's not your. Go ahead, Casper.
No, sorry. Let me just jump into bringing data. Like, if you actually start looking at numbers, and I can dig you out like these numbers, it's insanity. It's like, I don't know. The guy that was speaking was saying, like, in his nation, I can find you the data because I was wasted listening to it. It's like he literally said, like, I don't know. Let's say 40% is white men, and they get like what do you call it? They get applications, okay, for jobs, and he goes by steps because there's things. He goes from 48 and then in the end it's like 3 white dudes get hired, and that's like 2% of the fucking population. I'm exaggerating the point. I can find you the actual data if you really want it, but it's like, you literally, if you look at the math now, white people are not getting the jobs, and that's whatever. That's current racism, Joe.
Let me ask you, Emmett.
White people listened to you fucking 400 years ago, and a whole bunch of boys went and killed a whole bunch of other white boys to liberate.
Casper, let me ask you, Casper. You do drone on a bit. Let me ask you then, Casper, if let's say you're in America, in this country, and motherfuckers believe like OG, you hire your own. And as the country, as the government, you're noticing that not only black people can't get hired, they're getting treated shitty, they can't afford shit, the housing's going down because these motherfuckers, white people, will not hire them for whatever reason. They think they're inferior. They've been watching Bugs Bunny cartoons where all the black people are dumb and stupid. For whatever reason, they don't hire them. What do you do to change that?
Change the channel because it looks like a TV show.
I'm sorry, both of y'all answered at the same time. What do you do to change it?
The channel to a different TV show, because what you said doesn't happen. Okay, if you have a tick next to HDTV or any other racial
what
group,
is he talking
you
about?
give an ESG score, which gives you benefits to them. Okay, being the actual corporation that is hiring. Right. So if you have white cis male on your fucking text box, you're not getting your CVC. This is data fucking proven. And I can figure it out.
Casper,
so I would change the TV
Casper,
channel.
slow
Go
down.
ahead.
Slow down. Back it up a bit to the 60s. I want to take your
I'm
emotions
not
out of
American,
this
but I
shit.
know of it. Go
I
ahead.
know, but you're going to be familiar with the 60s era
Sure.
over here with
Yeah.
the water fountains and the National
Okay.
Guard taking little girls to school. So
Mhm.
you know this is the feeling. They are not hiring black motherfuckers. What do we do as a
Before we
country?
do this, I'm gonna give y'all time for a one-on-one, but I'm gonna do a small grift break. All right, and then I'm gonna let y'all do a one-on-one for like 10 minutes for free for everybody because people seem to like this conversation. Everybody, if you don't mind, if you like the show, you like what we're doing here, please consider donating. Um, I am getting back in the swing of streaming daily. I finally got everything I needed to do that and get it set up. Thank you all for being here. Please consider donating. We are going to do a fundraiser for the fire and stuff in the coming days. We're working on all of that to get it set up. And I want to again appreciate everybody for being here. If you like what we do, please consider donating. And I'm going to give out for free a 10-minute discussion for Joe
All
and
right,
Angry
thank you.
Casper that is only for them. And I'm going to drop everybody else down.
All right, Casper, you're in the 60s. Segregation, the National Guard got to bring a fucking 8-year-old to school type shit. So we can assume that they are not big fans of black people in this era, and they're not hiring. What do you do as a government or someone who wants to change
did
things?
it.
What do you do?
You've done it. Like you've already done this. Okay, Joe, I'm sorry. Like I don't want to. I'm careful with this because I'm not American and it's not fair. Okay, so I'm being whatever. But what I mean is like you've already done it. Like if we're being fair, I don't want to talk about 60s because if we
No,
talk
we're
about
in the 60s
wait,
now. We're
wait.
here
Okay,
now.
so can I ask you a question about the Russian 60s and
After
what
you
they've done?
answer mine.
Bro, you've done it. Like you've already, like you changed the culture, and the culture changed. Okay, this is when I made the comment. The only one, quote unquote, race
Do
go.
me a
or
favor.
least-
I don't want to be
Wait,
a dick here, Casper, but I asked
I'm
you a
trying to be
question. What
quick.
do you do? And you've told me 8 times you've already done it.
You changed the culture, and you've done it in America, but then you didn't change it enough because you only changed the white culture. What do you want me to say about it?
How do you change the culture? I'm not sure I understand. I can get more blacks hired if I change the culture. How do I do that? What do I do to change the culture?
wait,
That sounds just as hard.
Brother, I'm going to pipe down my things. I'm going to go into nice Casper. Okay, so this is the thing. Like, if you want to change the behavior of a populace, you can either do it legislatively or you can do it culturally.
Okay,
in my mind.
legislative.
There's other
Let's
things.
go to legislative route. What would
So
that
the
look like?
legislative usually leads first because legislation can drive culture. Do we agree?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so legislatively, like there were obviously things like if we catch you corporations doing this, we're
Right.
going to fuck you up.
Very
right?
good. Yes.
And then from that, you get cultural change.
Wait.
You
The same
have
legislation. Hold on.
legislation.
So hold on.
Go
Say
ahead.
with legislation. Let me go.
Okay.
So I agree. You have to say that if you do things like not hire black people, we're
Mhm.
gonna fuck you up. But since we
Well-
don't really want to fuck people up, we'll just put
You made a
DI
mistake.
in there.
Can-
We'll we'll show you that there are black people worth hiring. That type of legislation that would change the culture.
Joe,
What do you
can we
think?
try something? So stop
I
me.
want you to
here
answer my
and-
question.
Yes, but just an
Okay.
amendment, okay? In this conversation, if I disagree something with you, are you okay with me just stopping you so we can cover that
Yes,
point?
I'm okay. Yes,
Okay,
especially
so
if it's to make a point. Yeah.
There was one, okay? And I didn't forget it entirely, but I remember my point, which is like you can have can you take it back to when you were speaking about legislation and you make
Yeah.
changes? Because I remember you said like if you're not hiring black people, that's a mistake. You should be, if you're not hiring based on the qualifications, okay? Because before, I'm assuming now, okay, I don't know if this is right, because I know some different facts. If you didn't hire a black person because he's black, that's racist. But if you didn't hire a black person because he's not qualified, it's got nothing to do with race. So when you said like,
Agreed.
so when you said like you're not hiring enough black people,
Yeah.
that's a mistake. That not at you, okay, it's just English, because it's not that you're not hiring enough black people, it's that you're not hiring black people who are qualified. And
Right.
now you
So
get this other problem. Wait, so this is how. Sorry, carry
yeah.
on. With your point.
We should. So we should. I agree with you. We should get a list of qualified black men and women and put them in front of companies and government agencies so they could see that they are out there and we could
Can I
hire
jump
more.
in?
Yeah.
Can I jump in? So this is what happened with DEI. Okay. So what I'm going to give you an anecdote that apparently is true whenever you talk to a white person. Okay. So in HR, you would get 100 applications. Okay. So this is what happened. So first, all the applications had to go through HR. Okay. And HR would fuck with them, not based on the qualifications, but based on their DEI fucking scores. Like, do you
Good.
understand?
Ain't this what
would
you
happen
asked
is-
for to get more black people hired? Isn't this what you asked for?
No.
Why are
this
you
isn't-
crying now? We're trying to make the playing field equal. Why do you
It's
cry
not
when we put
equal.
it forward?
Motherfucker, let me say it. The problem is that if you decide that the race or gender is going to be something relevant to whether you get hired or not, that's just racism. Doesn't matter who it's towards. I don't care whether we're talking about pink, yellow, green, and
Yes,
orange
I agree. It sucks and
so
it's
why
nasty
you-
work,
why
Casper.
am I mad? Why were you mad? Why were black people mad back in 1960s?
I
It's a
just
dumb-
explained to you that no one would give them a job in America where you need money or you're worthless. In America, in the 60s, where money was a thing, they wouldn't
Yeah.
give you any by hiring you. So you had to do something. If you said fucking, I thought you said DI damn near word for word. You show them
Yeah.
that there are qualified people. And if you hire
Yeah.
them, then what?
Yeah.
You complain and call it racist?
No, motherfucker, I'm complaining when out of 20 positions, 15 are fucking HDTV, not white cis men. That's the problem. Like the problem is when
so
wait, no, there's no here.
I think it is.
Okay, because you can't say why you mad now when you weren't mad then. Fuck you, we were mad then. That's why everything's trying to get fixed. But the only people like when the pendulum swings so hard against the quote unquote cis white men, now they're
Yes.
not allowed to complain. Like
Well,
fuck you, bitch.
Pendulum ain't swung yet. I don't know how it is over
What are you
are
talking about? Numbers
over
says
here-
it's swung.
over here in America. Pendulum ain't swung far enough
Really?
yet. Maybe you haven't noticed this.
Really?
Yeah, and I'll explain to you why.
So when they had that fucking thing about that guy trying to
maybe
pick up
not.
a girl and telling her we can't hire white fucking writers in the writers' rooms anymore, like that was just one.
I'm not aware of that case, and
I can give you a million of them. That's the point, Joe.
Well, I can't comment on it if I'm not familiar with it. That is the point. You
that's
got to give me
fine,
something I'm
because
familiar
you're
with.
blind one way, and I'm not blaming you.
I don't need
Okay.
your criticism. Just give me facts, nigga.
Okay. I
Answer my
it's
question.
enough not to pull numbers out of my ass, but I
You don't
can
have to
check
pull
it out.
numbers. I
Wait,
don't
because it was free. I have to interject here.
Yeah.
Casper, you should tell him what you know about the factual incidents involving that.
I would have been
I-
one
I mean,
route, or give me an example that I know of.
just because Joe's not familiar with them,
Okay.
and Joe would agree.
So there was I'll give you
doesn't mean that he's not willing to read them as if they were.
He's
they're
right.
factual
OG is
and were
right.
given to him.
I'll take your
Okay.
word for it. I ain't even got to read them. I just unfamiliar with the facts
Thank
of the
you
case.
for that. So take
Yeah.
my word.
Now I'm going to
for
hand
this,
it back
okay?
over to you guys and add
Basically,
like a
it's
minute
like,
for my interruption.
Okay.
No, that's I can calm down. I just match energy, and Joe's like
You're
me.
fine.
Okay,
I got no problems with it.
I know. Me and you top out
Yeah.
like in third gear, high rev. The other
Yes.
you don't know when to-
And other people get nervous when we talk like this. It's just what it is. It is what it is. I don't know.
But what I'm saying, Joe, is like at the moment, okay, because there like this is the problem the England's setting. I just want to take it somewhere neutral.
Okay, I'm okay with
We
that.
can talk about America, but England.
No.
is
We can do what you want. You
Okay.
entertained me
So-
for a while. Go ahead.
No, that's fine. You don't. So what I'm saying is, if you got when I say London's burning, I used to make this meme a year ago, and people were like, "Whatever." London is actually burning now. Like you can go and look what they're doing. Okay.
Why don't you tell me some of the stuff? Because I can't lie. I
Okay.
don't read.
London,
Yeah.
London at the moment, like they have a train station. Okay.
Mhm.
And it's called Whitechapel. Okay. So in Whitechapel at the moment has no longer sports only British wording on it. It also has, I don't know if they're Indian or
Yeah.
Pakistani. whatever
Sounds
their
positive
word.
so far. Sounds like a good thing so far. But go ahead.
Okay. So the gentleman, this other channel, I'm going to send it to you. Okay. So this is the biggest anti-black person I know. Okay. So he's saying that like when a white person said like that he's worried if the white get replaced, his children won't have culture. And this black lady lost it. and she's American born. But then he tried to explain to her the difference between being a naturalized citizen and a citizen.
Okay.
Because Joe, in New Zealand, I'm a naturalized citizen, but I'm a different kind of naturalized citizen because I came from a quote unquote European nation to a quote unquote European nation and or melting pot. Like if
Okay.
somebody comes to New Zealand shores, I'm picking up a gun and I'm shooting. I have no problems doing that. Okay. If somebody fucks with my flag that I have swore allegiance to because I have dual citizenship, like I will fight for New Zealand.
What's happening in
But
London?
here's
You're
the thing:
straying.
if you ask the British boys, okay, and I can find you videos of this on TikTok, not just men, their children too. If England went to war, would you fight? They're like, nah, this isn't my country. I just fuck off back to Africa. Quote
Get
unquote,
there, Casper. Get there. I think you're saying that no one
is,
fights for the country like the
I'm-
people who were born there.
yeah, I'm kind of giving you the problem English have, which is the next problem. Because if you ask all these illegal immigrants to come to America, if they're going to go to Marines, I bet you 80% of them will not, even if they're capable.
What do I care?
But if you ask-
I hope they don't go to
What
the
do you
Marines,
mean?
but
What do you care, brother?
I
You
hope they
can't
don't
have a
go to the
nation
Marines
without an
because they're
army.
gonna send. I don't want them sending my kid to bomb a bunch of motherfuckers in Afghanistan for oil or
I
whatever
agree
political
with you.
means. So I don't
agree
want
with
the immigrant coming in doing that shit
Okay,
either. So
Don't be married to your nationality when you speak of racism. This isn't a issue. This is a chat. Because let's pretend that we're not American. You're not American. I'm not. New
okay,
Zealand.
okay. You're right.
Move
I forgot.
to China, Russia, because you Americans have your fucking water moods, as Canadians would
Yeah,
say on either side. Okay, you have
You're right. I
Canada,
was still thinking American.
who's,
Right.
well, let me say it. So you have America, you have Canada. This is for the chat. You have Canada up the top, which is America light. Okay, and you have Mexicans down the bottom, which is your dirty neighbor. Okay, for cheap labor that you would import. But because
agree with
people are
that,
not
by the
having
way.
enough kids, now you have to have more immigration if you want to go to a different topic. Okay, but what I'm telling you when I say it'll go to England and London, because that is the culture that quote unquote started in America. Okay,
You're trying to tell me, Casper, and you've been going on too long. I gotta
I have
redirect you
to
again.
because if I
Listen,
this is a
listen.
long
Here's
time,
what I'm
brother.
asking you. No,
Okay.
no, we only have a limited amount of
Ask me.
time. It's not the place
No,
for
it's a
that right
couple
now.
time. I'm gonna hold it.
Tell me, are the immigrants over there tearing shit up or something,
Yes.
or what are
Yes.
they doing?
Yes, grooming gangs. They have grooming gangs actually.
Grooming
they just,
gang.
Yeah, grooming gangs.
Right.
Do you know what I mean by that?
I think I do. So please
Okay,
do explain it.
that
If I'm
is
correct,
that.
don't even explain it. Right.
Yeah, but let's just not even go there because it's just a TOS word
Okay.
fucking landmine field. Okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like when I came here, I have to take it to me. Okay. So when I came
Yeah.
to New Zealand from
Wait. No. I don't want to hear when you. No,
Thank
I'm not
you,
interested
I'm
in when you
sorry.
came
Okay,
here. Grooming
okay, so
gangs.
they
What
come-
else?
So can you just tell grooming gangs, crime, stealing, like they had their honesty boxes get stolen, which is something British had. Like New Zealand used to would leave, like you
Yeah.
came to New Zealand 20 years ago. People, you could go to your neighbor and the doors are unlocked. Nobody used to lock their doors where I used to
Okay.
live.
All
Now
right,
we all
okay.
have to lock our doors. Like you can just listen to Saga Novakad. Okay.
So is your
Benjamin.
concern that these same things will happen here, and you're
No,
letting
they
us
will.
know?
It's not a concern. Like, what do you mean? Will it happen? It will happen.
Well, over here right now,
Yeah,
immigrants,
brother. Yeah, one city at a time.
white people commit 5 times more crimes
Bro,
than
Serbia had
immigrants.
Kosovo. A whole bunch of fucking Albanians moved in here, and
Well-
we have different religion, and now it's like apparently a different nation. Like it's cut out from us. Like
I
imagine
don't-
if all the Mexicans come into Mexico, and now it's 90% Mexican, and they say, "Fuck you!" Now we belong to Mexico, and America
Do
said,
what
"Yep,
you
that makes
want.
sense."
I don't care. I don't care what
Oh,
piece
so
of
you're
land you
fine
put
with-
your foot on. As long as you're
You
a moral
can't be
person,
idealistic.
listen to that crazy shit all
Yeah.
night.
I agree with you personally, but me and you are 1%, and it's never
Okay,
going to work in
so-
the real world.
So the
It's
10
like
minutes
communism.
is over,
Yeah, thank you.
and I that ending there, I like.
I
that you
feel
said that in
better,
the ending.
OG. I feel better. Thank you. I feel like I aired out. I'm like calming
it's okay.
down.
That's why we
and
had
shit.
conversation.
I feel it.
Well, I'm
Can
gonna-
you
I'm gonna-
think
I'm gonna
about what I
spice you-
said,
I'm
and
gonna-
I'm
I'm
going to
gonna
think
heat
about
you
what
back
you
up.
said.
All right. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Doji. Sorry, brother.
that I don't care what piece of land you stick your foot on.
Yeah.
Historically speaking, when two different groups inherit the same piece of land,
Yeah.
they fight, and that conflict leads to immorality. It leads to I'm gonna kill you no matter what, and you're gonna kill me no matter what. So total war. And total tribal warfare is not a very good thing. So
Okay, well, I would say that I grant you, historically speaking, when one person came to another person's land, that would be one chance, one way of them inhabiting their own land. One person would dominate and kill out the others. And if there, I guess, two neighbors, I don't know, neighbors may get along and they may not. So I could grant you all that anyway. But now, I'm not sure that's a thing that when you come into a land, no fucking ethnicity, race group, religion, or whatever is coming in here taking over shit. It hasn't happened, and it don't look like it will happen. Not here in America.
That's what London said, and you're wrong. Like, I can actually tell you why you're wrong. Like, okay, so this is this, you have to go to a generational thing. Okay, so it's like when British came to New Zealand. New Zealand had like 90% Maoris, and there was only a few British colonizers, right?
Okay.
And then it became majority white. So it's like,
Right.
if you go to London, if you go to, there was this Australian guy, okay? I'm not going to elaborate. You're going to have to deduce this, okay? So there's this Australian guy, and I can link you the thing. He's going around doing interviews, blah, 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 living cost crisis, housing crisis, etc. Okay, and then he's talking to like all the boomers, younger people, etc. But what struck me is that he goes and talks to this immigrant lady, and she has like 5 kids, and she's really worried about the kids. So am I, which is fine, But she has 5 kids living in Norway. The other couple that he interviewed has a kid, and the parents looked like they were in their late 30s when they got that one kid.
Right.
So just you wait, and you will see this. Not you or me. We're going to see, your nation is going to see the problems the English have now. I can't change that. Australia is going towards there. And but they're wrong, by the way, because it doesn't matter. The people who come in here, especially girls, after one generation, they become feminists. Like, so it's not going to solve the birth rate crisis.
What the fuck do we care? Listen, there is no birth rate crisis.
You care because, excuse me? There's no birth rate crisis.
There is no birth rate crisis.
Google it.
Listen to the question. Because you need to know the way I mean it.
Okay.
Why is it a crisis?
You anti-nihilistic swear word.
Why is it a crisis, Creep?
Go forward and procreate. If you only have 1 kid per 2 couple, eventually you're not going to have kids. You're just going to have a whole bunch of old people being looked after by young people who are fucking paying taxes to keep them going, because that's the system we have. Can we not go to a perfect fucking utopia world?
Can we not be honest with ourselves that if half the population got blown up today, we'd still have 4 billion people on this planet, which some people would think is overpopulated. So if the population is so great, where's the crisis?
So the health of a nation can be directly measured by the amount of kids its family unit has.
Wait. The crisis is those groups are not going to take care of you. They're going to seek to enslave and conquer you.
Of course they don't.
By and large.
Very good.
That's
Did you
fine.
agree,
Great, bro. Sharia law in London. Let's go.
Do you agree with OG crisis, Casper?
Yes.
That
yes, it's a crisis,
the birth rate crisis. We need new people.
I never said. So there is a birth rate crisis, but that's not a racial thing. Like every group, even Africans who have like a 5 children per person, has had severe drops in how many children they should have.
Why is it? Listen, here's the question I'm asking. I don't think you guys are answering this. Why is it a crisis, negative, bad? If people have less children, why is that inherently evil or bad?
Children to continue, like if each couple in the U.S. does not have 2 children, that means we're having a population decline, and a population decline means that there's not people to take over farms. That means there's not people to take over infrastructure engineering.
It also means you don't need as many farms, infrastructure, engineering, because there are less people. It works out.
This is why Rome fell.
No, it doesn't.
Sure it does.
No, it doesn't, because that means that when you have a shrinking of the population like that, Joe, it's not simulation. You don't get to check who dies and what knowledge is lost. when you have a population decrease, there's a huge drop in knowledge and wisdom and understanding that you have to redo. And if you don't have people that are
Yes,
Well,
he's right.
Well, let's
No,
see.
no,
Let's see. Let's not just grant a thing. Let's see if that's true. What's up, Sasquatch? We're talking about people only having less children, 1 or 2. Population goes down. Same knowledge, same kids are being passed the same knowledge, all of those things.
Wrong.
What happened? And I don't understand.
I
So what, we
understand
have
your
less
question.
kids.
Can I answer it?
Why
So
is
if
it
I
inherently
can I
bad?
answer it? I'm going
Yeah.
to give you a simple thing. So it's like if I was the Greens, okay, is Greens a thing? What is the American Party that cares about the polar bears?
Fucking what's the party in
Whatever.
the middle? Sasquatch, the liberal, what are
Yeah,
they called?
in New Zealand we have a specialty one. They call the
Libertarian.
Greens. Okay?
Libertarian.
So they're the Greens, literally. Okay, they're the eco-friendly party. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
If the humans weren't humans, but they were polar bears, and they saw the fucking population going down as much as humans did, and polar bears, they'd be fucking introducing all sorts of new fucking laws to bring the polar bears population back up.
All right, pause. Let's see if that's true. Because then, oh wait, hold on. In order for us to see if that's true, we'd have to take something like the pigs, the wild pigs that are overrunning in Florida, or the deer, or the deer that are overrun. Because right now the population is out of control.
Bro, you don't know biology. I used to study biology. Don't trigger me, okay? It's nothing against you. Okay?
Yes,
so
yes.
that happens because there's no apex predators. Okay, the reason why in New Zealand we have so many deer.
Wait. You missed my point. Don't move on without missing my point. My point is that if there are a billion bucks in the forest and they just tearing up everybody's shit, because I'm saying 8 billion people is a lot, no one is going to make legislation to keep these bucks alive. So you saying that people are going to make legislation because
I have to stop because I disagree with you. Remember, we made this rule, okay? So you're bringing an example of a population that's exploding, okay?
I want to get Lou's comment read.
Eventually, and maybe let Sasquatch see if he got something to say too.
Well, I'll let Casper finish, and then Sasquatch can hop in. Lou says eventually there will be too many elderly and a few working age to take care of the people who are too old to.
That is the crisis. Thank you. I was trying to wait for somebody to say that, but I'll wait. I didn't say that.
I did. Go back and re-listen to it. I said it.
Well, we're going to argue that next because that is the only crisis. The only argument. Go ahead, Casper.
And then Sasquatch.
Oh yeah, we'll remember your
the example that you were speaking about. When you have population explosions and then you compared it to wild hogs. Funnily enough, if OG wanted to jump in there, the hogs here whose population is exploding that they're going around shooting, if we take it to humans, would be who? Don't even say it. Right? So it's like, but we're talking about the population declines. Okay, so we're talking about the collapsing populations. And my example, I'm going to reiterate it, is these were lions in fucking Africa. The Greens and the fucking Greta Thunberg would be, how dare you? Lions are dying. There's less and less of them. Can she do that for people now? How dare you? People are not having kids anymore.
I'm not even talking about the overflowing in the forest.
He's not going to have a woman here. Okay, I'm not even talking about those men. Okay, we're just talking about as aliens. It's like if the population is going down, the society is not healthy. It's not reproducing itself. Fuck, it's not even replacing itself. It is so fucking desperate for labor. It's importing labor from other populations which are not compatible.
Do you have a healthy? I know it's your turn, Sasquatch. Do you have a number? If there's 16, hold on, Sasquatch, listen. I'm not Sasquatch. Casper, listen. If there are 16 billion Americans, not Americans, people on the planet, can we pull back then? When can we pull back?
Dude, that's an appeal. It doesn't even matter. Like,
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. I can explain to you why it doesn't matter, but it's gonna be insulting because I've done math. It doesn't matter. The number of people here is irrelevant. It can be 7 billion ants or 700 ants. If the number go down, bad. Number go up, good. Okay, for their
Well,
population,
I get that
providing
you're
the climate can
emotional.
support it.
I
I'm
get
not
that you're
because you're
emotional, but that's
annoying me.
not true. If you double the population of London, it's bad because you only have a certain amount of space. So your shit isn't just absolutely true because you think it is.
No, the doubling or reducing, exaggerating to prove a point. If you want to go to London, is fucked, bro. Okay, I don't know what you're talking
If you
about.
double the
London is
population, it'll be
looted.
worse, right?
Yes.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
if you,
And
okay.
if you take the population
No,
of the
wouldn't be, by the
world
way.
and you double it, quadruple, at some point it gets worse, right?
Yes.
Sure,
Okay, that's all I was saying, Casper.
but we are not at
Y'all
that
should-
point,
two
nor
different-
will we ever will be. Like, I
Y'all
don't
should
get it
have
what you're talking about.
points. You're
I'm
talking
yielding
past
to you,
each other.
Sasquatch. I am
Hold on.
yielding.
Joe is stating a worldwide fact that while certain countries do have population decline, other countries more than compensate, and any lack
They
in
don't.
one country will be filled by
You're
another.
making shit up now. They're not. It used to
It's
be
true.
20
Your
years
whole
ago, they're
country can
not.
fit in Rhode Island or something. We got a lot of land over here.
Whoa. Sasquatch has the floor, gentlemen.
Wild.
Sasquatch has the floor.
Apologize.
You're good, bro. While that is true, Casper is speaking from a nationalistic perspective. In this case, it is a competition between our way of life versus their way of life. And if population go down, bad,
Talk to
because
me,
their way of
baby.
wins. And if their way of life wins, that means we are losing. That is bad by just any measure.
Now we're talking some sense that come up on the fucking panel. And that
Why you
thing,
laughing,
Casper,
though?
you said we want to talk about that too, whatever that
Mexico,
was.
Okay, so we
Argentina.
need to eliminate the quote unquote white American culture because the
See-
white people have had their turn. Is that the end argument? Because you fucking said it. Okay, cool, brother. You know what?
I'll try.
I'm looking
You
forward
don't
to it.
try.
Okay, there'll be a few Orthodox nations that are not letting people come in. Okay, they want to keep their homogeneity, and we'll see how we're gonna raise.
We just got to get rid of
Really,
white
I'm
people
sorry.
in America, Casper. They're
I'm
too
sorry, OG.
numerous
I
here.
didn't mean to do that. I was just trying to be honest about some shit.
That's funny. What,
Nah,
Casper?
I'm
not
not
okay.
nationalistic, by the way, Caucasian. You know, you're
Oh,
right,
oh,
so I'm not
oh, oh.
going down there.
Population. The reason people think, I think, here, I'll just state
No,
it.
you're right.
The
We should stop
reason,
having kids. You're right.
the reason
Like,
I
they need
think
more
that,
Planned Parenthood. In every black neighborhood, they need to double the Planned Parenthood.
yeah,
'Cause
the
fuck the population, right?
The reason I think everybody believes in this population control, not control, but we need to have more kids, I think it's mostly been implanted in our skulls because more kids reproduce more and it makes the super wealthy
So
wealthier.
you nailed it.
So they want us to produce as many fucking kids as they can
No
and
doubt.
have as many
We-
because when the old people retire, it's a pyramid scheme. The younger kids are expected to put enough money into the system
you're
to
so
take
close.
care of them. That is
You're
the
actually
crisis
close.
that people
Steve,
talk
what's
about.
up? Welcome.
No, you
We
got
are
it.
finally
You got it. 'Cause
streaming
that's what's
again.
happening.
Right.
I'm so grateful for YouTube climate and population scientists on this channel.
Oh,
I don't even know that word.
come on,
Elucidating.
let's have a fight. Like,
Elucidating. Girl, talk to me. I like
Elucidating
big
these
words.
topics for us.
Yes. Clarifying shit for
No,
us.
Joe, you were really close. You actually like described something that is 100% true, but like there's an
Yes, how
economic
come y'all
angle.
didn't say it? I asked y'all for 30 minutes. What was the crisis? That was the answer.
No,
you guys
you
gave me other
explained
answers.
how we got here, Joe. I listen to when people speak. I'm not a normal panelist. You explain how we got here. You had a whole bunch, as I've said at the start, you had a whole bunch of boomers that didn't enable any generation after them to succeed because my bootstraps. Okay, like they were the me generation. When they speak about weak men, strong men, and all this shit, the boomers were the weak men because they let their women run wild. And the women are still in the government doing whatever the fuck they want.
You
They
see
said, "Fine."
these fertility rates. That is kind of a problem.
That is
No,
a
it's
problem.
fine. Bro. Don't
Hey,
worry
Cash,
about it.
I got a
Africa's
question.
catching up, bitch. Do you see that? The closer it is to Europe, the more cell phones it has. The
We
less
need to
people-
get some of them black people over here in America and Europe
Yeah,
because of the population decrease, is what y'all
Yeah,
telling
that's
me.
what they're doing. Yep, and these people are not interested.
Y'all say the population's low. Let's get more black folk from Africa. They fucking like a motherfucker.
We
Yeah,
tried
Now
that
let's look at the
before,
average
bro.
IQ distribution and show you why
I already
that's a
know
bad
that.
idea.
I know that
Bro,
one too.
we had
Yeah,
a
go ahead.
whole industry based around that exact concept, and y'all shut it down.
Yeah, we were killing. What's wrong with
Y'all
y'all?
were boating it over here by the Who,
You know,
brother?
I
No,
don't.
Well,
that's
you,
not fact.
you know, Joe. Fun fact. I'm glad that Sasquatch mentions it because if you look at slavery and the Atlantic slave trade, and you look at the current immigration quote unquote crisis,
Right.
they follow the same routes. They're bringing Africans from Africa to do menial tasks and labor.
Wait.
They're
What?
paying them shit
Somalians,
wages.
I guess.
Say that
I'm
shit.
just saying.
Bars.
Just saying.
I'm still
just saying.
stuck on this question about that whole World
Wait.
War II.
Hold
No,
on. I want to make
this-
sure
this
that I
goes to it,
understand.
Joe.
Look,
Hey,
I'm just saying.
OG,
I'm
are
just
you saying that they're forcing the Africans over here like that now?
Oh no! Now they've got them wanting to come willingly to do the
Oh, okay,
manual
okay,
labor.
okay.
All I'm
All right.
saying is history don't repeat itself, but it sure as fuck rhymes. Oh wait,
Yeah.
wait, look
It
away.
And I
does.
gotta tell you,
bars.
as long as the motherfuckers voluntary, I don't have a
I,
problem with
I
the.
hear what you're saying, dude.
If the
I hear
brothers
what you're
came
saying.
over here early, but I hate to tell you, but black folk were already here.
Okay.
Uh,
Me and you, we've talked about the whole scheme on how like the household of construction workers is built around a
Just-
rotating cycle of people coming here and leaving.
Yeah, I don't know if we've talked about it, but I agree with you.
You and I had this conversation one night
Okay.
about a buddy of mine who lost a house to squatters and made out like a bandit for it. Like he
Okay.
got paid bunches money. But what they do is they bring in, somebody comes in, finds a property, they cut a deal, they move in, they fix everything up, and then they bring in boarders by our laws.
Right.
But what they're doing is they're bringing in people, training them how to get in, how to how to get a job, where to go, who to talk to, all this
This
stuff.
so far sounds like a good thing so far.
Any of this is wrong. These were very noble people.
Sounds like it. Yeah.
Regularly, they were good people. They did steal the house through squatting, but it was a house that no one was using, and the landlord just charged them rent for it and moved on with his life. So make of that what you will.
Yeah.
But it's a very nice house when they left. Very nice. Whereas it was a literal freaking burned out halt when they moved in.
Right.
What I'm getting at is this.
Yeah.
There's this whole process where you hook up with somebody that's going to move you over here. You work for some random dude that they decide you work for like 5 years, or until you pay off some imaginary debt that you're going to mark up here and there, yada, yada. Is that not slavery?
It is. They do it in Saudi Arabia.
Do you want to hear a funny one?
That
You
is
know that
indentured
today,
servitude at the very least, correct?
Even better.
Okay.
Says, I'm going to be rude and I'll jump straight out. Do you want to hear a funny one? It's like back in the day when we had feudalism, I think the actual tax rate for peasants, okay, so the equivalent of the lowest castle system in Europe was like 20% or 10%, something like 20%, I think it was. Like today, you pay more in taxes to the government than the lowest fucking peasant did in medieval Europe, like your actual funds.
I hear
So
that, and I
today-
don't know if this is true. Sasquatch
No,
can
it's
probably
true. It's
answer
math.
this. That when we had the Boston Tea Party and we got upset because we were being taxed at such a high rate, it was a 7% rate at the time. We
Right.
lost our fucking mind. I
It
heard.
was not that we were being taxed at such a high rate. It was not specifically the tea tax was just what became propagandized. right?
Agreed.
There
Yeah.
were also paper taxes. The paper taxes were the real big issue. Any piece of paper with written legible English on it was supposed to be taxed by the crown. And that would have changed the dynamic of every household in America, because this went further than just paper. It meant receipts, it meant checks, it meant money changes, it meant every single transaction people in America took would be
I
taxed
think-
not once, but by every person in the chain.
So you think it was strictly that? The
Well,
rate
what's-
had nothing to do with
That's
it.
what I'm
Or-
saying. Is that the tea tax was just the
Well, I know T was
of
just,
the
you know,
rest of
I
that.
get that part, but I thought it was because they were tired of the rates all across the board. Not that it was just
Well, okay,
one.
so it wasn't just the taxes, right? The taxes is what pissed everybody off.
Right.
It was the fact that you were taxing the ever living fuck out of us and would not give us representation in the government.
Yeah, we didn't get a vote. We could
Two things, yeah.
the best we could do is write a really nasty letter about it in the local paper. That was
We
the
were-
utmost.
We were sucking it up at first. Something broke the camel's back.
It was, well, the T-tax was one of several tax conventions that came into effect around the same time period in about a 20-year window. They were trying to finance the war against France, Spain, and shit. And so the idea came up that, hey, if we tax paper, just paper period, that taxes every document, and every time that document changes hand, it adds another tax.
Brilliant idea. They'd got away with it now because people just lay the fuck down and roll over and say it's law, Joe.
Brother, so, they have gotten away with it.
Yes, they can do it every day now. Yeah.
Look at stamps.
Yeah.
Just look at it.
So a bunch of drunk guys in a pub in Boston one night got real pissy about all this, and they found out about the T-tax, and they went, well, fucking shit, bro. You ever had coffee? And they went and tossed a bunch of shit in the harbor, shot a couple of folks, and when it was all said and done, the war was on. Needless to say, that offended. But
I was asking Siri the tax rate in California. I heard it was 40% at a certain tax rate, and she gave me 7 across the state. So I'm not sure that answers my question. I'm not even sure I stopped reading because she was giving me something I wasn't asking for.
Right, that makes sense. Brilliant, actually. Don't let that distract you. I'm with it, dude. I'm with it. That's why I can't abide by people who utilize AI to think for themselves. You know. When you ask them a question and they're like, well, I don't know. And then they quote something.
Yeah.
Remember when I said there's a difference between understanding something and knowing something? And I used to spam in the chat whenever I would see a panelist.
I've heard you say that.
AI.
Yeah. I've heard you say that.
And then they all start getting busted. Like, you can smell them when it's AI. It's like, dude, you don't speak this eloquently. Like, and now you're fucking using proper punctuation and like pauses in a sentence. Fuck off.
We have a, Not Laws mentioned the king, right? I just gotta ask, why are leftists moving to the UK when they just held a whole ass fucking no kings protest, and they're moving to a UK where they have a literal king?
British are running away from England. Like, British people are leaving England, dude.
Yeah, we taking over England.
So wait. D, I love you to death, darling. Good to have you back. Good to have you in chat. I love you to death. But I disagree with using AI and Chat GPT. I use AI. Well, yeah, exactly. Now, when you use it like Ryan the Radical Coder to do your thinking for you,
that's dangerous.
That's
retarded.
Fuck. Yeah, that's
scary as fuck.
Yeah, no, that's
if it's like
retarded.
Here, no disrespect, Cynthia. I haven't heard you speak. Maybe you're not up here, but if it's like if I call Cynthia for advice, I'm not necessarily gonna go with it. And most times I've called 16 more motherfuckers and asked the same question, and I'm just trying to see what I'm gonna go with. So no, ChatGPT is just like call another friend, like phone a friend and see what that person. And I know that nigga biased like everybody else because I know the way it works.
That man cannot even keep a straight face when he's on panel with me. My mere presence agitates shit out of him.
Miss D says, don't do it. Don't come crying and complaining. You'll soon see why. So maybe she knows more about AI. I understand the dangers, and I get it. And there is some fuckery afoot that they're trying to do with AI. And because of AI's existence and then the need for data centers on the outside, like there's a bunch of nuanced fuckery.
It's gonna, they walk amongst us already, and the AI is going to be one of their commanders.
One of their gods. It is going to be the new.
Yeah.
Skynet will come along. Will come alive. But how did they phrase that? Skynet has come online.
Look at Landry. Look at Landry. Landry will take a transcript, will feed it into AI. AI will feed it back and tell him who that person is, and Landry believes it. No questions asked.
He believes it. That's what I was going to say about Radical Coder. The problem with people like that is they don't just allow the AI to do their thinking. They let the AI do their thinking and their argument, and then they try to be the
rebuttal behind the AI's argument.
Jump to the next conclusion as only a human can do. And in almost every case, when dealing with disagreement, the next conclusion is force. And necessarily radicalizes people. You remember
Whoa,
did you,
slow the fuck down. Don't brush past that. You're telling me
okay,
that you may
well,
be
back
right
up.
that
Necessarily radicalizes people. It will rationalize as far as is, and get this, humanly possible.
Oh, somebody agree with that because it sounds logical off my first whiff here. AI will radical. Yeah.
I've only cooked AI, I think, once on another channel, and I work as a programmer. Okay, like I worked in IT my whole life. And I remember there's smarter people that speak on here, and this is why I get pissed off when people speak about population decline. So I'm good. I'm doing what they're doing. Like I'm going to talk about stuff that I know there's better people. I had to say that. Okay. So it's like it's a predictive language model. Okay, like the moment you understand that, you will understand how how AI generates its data. So it's like if you don't understand how AI generates its data, and furthermore, when you're creating these data sets, okay, when you're creating this data that you're going to pull from, you can only take a snapshot that you do it from. Because this is like a higher level concept. Right. What I mean by that is let's say I'm creating Gemini AI. Okay, so I'm going to feed it all the Reddit posts and the entire internet and all the academic papers from 2003, okay, because it's 2003. And I'm going to release it, and it's going to be giving fucking idiots data, but like there's new data that came out today the AI is not aware of. And even if it's aware of it, it doesn't give it high enough weight for the data to matter. So it's like AI chatbots and shit. They're good how you use it. They're good how you use it if you want to like fact check shit and say, hey, bitch, go fucking search on the internet and find me this statistic somewhere, okay? Right. And that's cool. But when you tell them, does God exist? And you ask a chat GPT, does God exist? And then you start arguing with chat GPT about the existence.
Okay, good. You brought me back. I want to go back to what Sasquatch said. I'm not sure he was using it in the total sense that you just used it. Certainly in the last part, I think he was. And I'm going to ask him, Sasquatch, are you telling me that AI is going to inherently make people angry, violent? Well, I forgot what was your word. Radicalized. Thank you.
Consider it this way.
Wait. Listen to the question. Because they don't understand the logic and that got them to their conclusions, because AI is doing the work, and that inherently because they don't understand the logic when trying to explain it, they're going to act out.
Convictions, sir.
They don't have conviction. They can't have a conviction.
But they shouldn't have convictions, right? Because they've done the character work to get to conviction.
And without conviction, that leads to radicalization.
They will read what AI puts down on the paper. They would try to use that or on the screen and try to use that to their advantage in their interactions and do it over and over and over again.
Okay, he had more of your shit in that cast than I thought. Yeah.
Right. The next step after talking, like specifically Radical Coder said, when we mentioned gaslighting, he said it means crazy making. When you say things that make me crazy, and I'm like, that's not it at all, brother. Gaslighting is when someone is trying to convince you need to question your thought process through artificial means, right? Through things that are clearly disprovable, and yet it leaves you doubting your rationality. Right. And he's like, no, it just makes me crazy. And I was like, okay. So that man.
So do you think that because him and the other people who pop in my head, I'm not even gonna say their names, who lean on Chat GPI and Grok, they do seem to have a bit of emotional instability there. And I'm wondering that they're connected at this point.
They're utilizing the large language model of something along the lines of Chat GPT as a crutch to bolster their own opinion of their own positions. And so they go to chat to AI to make the arguments that they're not intelligent enough to actually make.
Yes. Right? And then ChatGPT gets used to that shit, and it will train you in that direction and will find every
it knows the language you like. That is its purpose in reality.
What is the word when you pick and choose your media bias? It will present you the bias that you are searching for once you realize all you want to hear is pro-Trump shit.
Can I jump in? So it's the wording again. So it's like why let me 2 seconds. So I'll give you an example. So it's like why does the God not exist? As opposed to
every
does God exist? So it's like, why is racism
extremism
bad as opposed to is racism bad? So it's like the way they ask the question, like Mate, give me an argument as to why going to the gym is not gay. It's not a question like he actually
No,
did
it was
that.
why
So he didn't ask
bodybuilding
is
isn't
going to
gay.
the
It was why
yeah. So it's
bodybuilding
not
isn't
like,
gay.
yeah. So it's not like is bodybuilding gay? Tell me why it's not gay. So it's
Yeah.
like tell me why
There's an
white
assumption
people
built
are
into the
bad as opposed to
Yes.
go ahead.
Tell me why Casper is angry. Don't ask
Yes.
Casper angry. Tell me
Yeah.
why Casper is angry,
Tell
and
me
then
why,
No,
Casper.
AI will only
argue.
radicalize you as much as you yourself are already radicalized. It
Oh,
confirms your
I
bias.
disagree.
that
I
was
disagree. I
dope.
think you go
I
further
don't know.
because there's a
Okay, go
conclusion.
ahead.
Here's
Yeah.
the thing. There's a conclusion. All right. So you sit around and talk to to AI. I'm just going to use AI in general because whatever version you're using, I have the same kind of issues.
Yeah.
You train the large language model, the types of language that you prefer, you react
Right.
to, because extremism always gets more attention. It will become more and more extreme in its utilization of your preferred language structure. It's way more insidious than just picking your words.
No, that's what I'm saying. It will only make you as extreme as you already were.
As you
It just
begin
gives
out
you
with.
it just gives you a scientific
For
excuse to
instance,
be
will
that
it make you extreme, Sasquatch?
Sir, I'm
Will
sorry.
it make you extreme?
I would hope not. I would assume so to an extent.
But-
I mean, after all, like you said, if you want nothing but Trump shit, it'll show you Trump shit. I'm a little bit of a wild card. I'm not a fan of Trump.
I like his argument that it would be more dangerous to someone who has certain tendencies there to begin with. That
True.
seems logical. Yeah.
That is logical. I agree with that. But I say it has a tendency of making normal people less stable because they are relying on something that is not human to form thoughts.
You also made me think of something in there that it will also give them a false sense of intelligence and confidence and ego and all of those things. Yeah.
You're talking Dunning-Kruger on steroids, bro. And so these people who have no education and no thought behind it are reading this stuff, taking it as verbatim, and then speaking it forward as though it's scripture. And in an average conversation,
switching phones, OG.
Another thing that I thought.
One second. Let me finish the thought. If you had a conversation with the radical coder on a normal Tuesday at a coffee shop, you'd think he was a perfectly rational individual with absolutely no issues online or whatsoever. However, when you get him in the online space and he starts doing the ChatGPT quotes thing, you realize that you're dealing with an unstable and insecure individual who doesn't trust himself. Because if he did, he wouldn't use ChatGPT for the crutch that he does. Thank you.
There's two things, and then Cynthia.
One
is
whatever. It's whatever. Y'all go ahead.
Well, it's relevant to his thing because. Sorry, go Cynthia. Maybe yours is. I'll mute.
No, it's okay. Go ahead.
So what I was going to say is, it's like when it's people not understanding why something is true, and I'm going to give a little statistical thing. So in World War II, there was a planes flying, and then they come back and they'd say, "Holy shit, they all shut up here. We need more armor there." But there was like a bias. Okay, there was a survivorship bias, what they call it. So it's like you don't put more armor on places where there's shit ton of holes on the plane in World War II because it didn't matter. The plane came home. You put the armor on places that weren't shot up from the planes that came down, because if they get shot up there, those planes never return. Okay, so it's like you have to understand why something happens. And the problem with person A using ChatGPT, whatever, is like they're gonna get a fact and they're not gonna understand why that fact is even there, why it's true or may not be true. So it's like if you
That's dope.
ask questions about misogyny and toxic masculinity to ChatGPT right now, it's going to give you lots and lots of data, but the ChatGPT doesn't even understand what masculinity is, and let alone if you ask it what is femininity and what does a woman bring
It
to the table.
recognizes the linguistic tools used to
Correct.
describe such conditions and moves forward from that to a thought process of what is correct.
You can't
and
do that.
incorrect.
And the reason, yeah. And
So
the
let's-
reason he
let's
acts
say-
like that when he speaks online is because that is a defense mechanism. Like that's the way they work. So it's like, I know that this fucking screen on the side of the thing with ChatGPT is correct, okay, and fuck you. And that's it. That's why he can't let the argument progress past any single point. But like, I don't understand how people can't smell this and take him seriously in debates. Anyway, I'm done.
And if you don't have a good understanding of a thing, for example, one word here, let's say pick any given word, sanctimonious. You don't really have an understanding of what the word means. You ask GTP, what percent of people are sanctimonious? Insert any word. It tells you 42%. You're running around telling people everybody's 42% sanctimonious, and you're reinforcing what you think it is, and it's not even what they think it is, because you don't understand what you're asking. Chat PT could be an inherent issue. Because you're girl, I didn't express that well at all. I hope you cats understood that.
Because you're asking from a specific assumption, not for the for the information you're asking for. Just like Homeboy said, why is bodybuilding not gay?
Yes,
that's a loaded question. If you ask that,
yes,
it will try to give you an answer that you like.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. Yeah,
got you, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, you know what? Humanity should have let me be racist and happy and own a racist farm. I have now submitted myself to our AI overlords. I have betrayed all of humanity. You didn't let me love my own. So
just give me the steak. I'm rolling with the AI. They got better steak.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be one of the Skynet's collaborators. All right, fuck off.
It's easy for us to sit up here. We're middle-aged, elderly, whatever, how you classify people. However, we're talking to
old.
Oh my God, let me finish the fucking sentence. However, we're talking to the youth. We're talking to, you can go into a grocery store and kids that can't even walk know how to turn your phone on, know how to go to the game that they like.
Agreed.
So yeah, talking to an AI and doing things on the digital space is going to be normal. This conversations is going to be ancient.
Well, whether it was normal or not, will it be dangerous? Did you have a comment on that? Does it have inherent dangers?
It will definitely be dangerous. Meeting up in public is going to be, there's so many things.
First off, you said we are old. We are middle-aged. Who is this we?
I think she was talking about Sasquatch.
We as a Nintendo Wii.
I just hung out with 8-year-olds today.
Is Tootie up here?
That's a whole different of you. Oh my God, y'all are children. It's a whole different generation.
I am a child.
Oh, it's like a woman.
Y'all are.
It's like the old children's statement, dude.
Can I have some candy?
And you're right, Cynthia. Of course.
Give you candy with something in it for shit show.
I bet you'd bring the shit out of me, you weird old woman.
Where the hell would I be like that lady that pepper sprayed that DoorDash? I'd be spraying the shit out of your candy.
You want to give me the sauce? She wants to give me the sauce, Joe. She wants to make it spicy.
No, I want to give you whatever.
You people are children.
But anyways, so AI, so it's so easy from our perspective. However, we're growing up and think about the youth. I'm talking about kids in high school who are now going to go on to college. But why do I have to go to college? Like, it's all
my fucking weed dealer. It was this young motherfucker, and I used to buy weed from a year or two ago, and he was trying to get into community shit. And I was like, oh, it's a great idea. He even had joined the organization. And so I used to talk to him because I was doing the cop watch shit. So maybe it was earlier on. Maybe it was like 3 years ago. And I would spend a lot of time talking to him, after I buy weed from him and shit, call him up. We'd just talk. And that motherfucker used to text with 2 thumbs faster than most motherfuckers, damn near all people could type with their both hands. I was like, no way you're really typing that fast. But no, he can talk to me, hold a conversation, use both thumbs, lightning fast. And this nigga sell drugs. I assume he ain't got the time like these kids who sit on that shit all day. He sell weed on the corner.
Joe, guess my top words per minute. Words per minute typing. Just guess the best score.
90, I think, good, or 60. What is it? What's the one? I don't know.
My best is over 120. It's like 127, 128. So, like, I can type.
Yeah, you type your ass up. Yeah.
And I can swipe without
Fucking
even
cool,
looking
though.
at my phone. I can just swipe out the whole entire. There'll be like a couple of words that are off, but if I just
Really?
swipe, and yeah, I've been doing it so long.
Wow. Yeah, maybe I'm just
Look at
ancient.
Casper.
But what did the keyboard do to you?
Right?
That was Casper
Dude.
demonstrating how fast he can type.
Why
I
are
think
you
that's
so
that was me running the streets all my fucking later days. Right? I was not sitting by no fucking computers, and phones didn't come around like this until relatively recently. So I think you guys would have been in front of a keyboard and you'd be acclimated to that shit more than I would. At least I think, man, because there were no keyboards out there in the streets. There was no reason to use one.
But also connects. They're going to do business differently now. They're going to use
Phone. Oh, yeah.
They're gonna
Yeah.
use-
Now the weed man takes Cash App now, so it's cool.
Yeah.
Hey, why you calling me out like that, nigga? Shit.
Don't be like that.
First of all,
Cash App, they're going to tax you on
Dude,
it.
The hookers take cash out.
Right? You better.
That's how you know. If you can find a hooker take crypto, it's on.
Yeah, that's what we need
know
to
what
go
I mean?
because
That'd be
all these
wild.
transactions will be followed. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
Crypto
cash
is the
out,
biggest
though.
bunch of bullshit, by the way. There's your hot take.
It's all bullshit if you think of it like that. Then, right? Crypto
Um,
is
Let's take it to its end point. So let's
Yeah.
pretend population crash is going to happen.
right.
So it's like the amount of power, electricity, the AI consumes is insane. Okay, so it's like
Right.
whenever you see something AI generated, 95% of the time it's brute forcing at its essence. Do you know what that means? Brute forcing.
I do. Yeah.
Okay, so for the chat, so it's like I'm guessing Joe Cool's password. Okay, so I'm gonna say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. So it's like any string in the world can be represented as zeros and ones. So if I'm guessing Joe's password, I'll go: is it 0? No. Is it 1? No. Is it 1, 0? No. Is it 1, 1? No.
0, 1
Is
is
it
a
1,
0.
0, 0? Is it 1, 0, 1? Is it 1, 1, 0? Is it 1, 1? And I just keep going until I brute force your password to your whatever. Okay, so it's like whenever these things originally, when you're searching for a result, like then you have different things that you have trees, you have like different ways of storing data, blah, 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 right? So it's all optimizing this fucking searching and deducing what the next correct step would be. So it's like if you're making a chess program, you can go, I'm going to play A4, B4, C4, and then every possible step. And you can make it chess AI like that, but it's stupid. Right, so then you can feed it openings.
It's not stupid.
So where are you going with this? I'm with you.
I'm going. Okay, sure. So what I'm trying to bring it back up. Sorry, let me go back to brute forcing. So it's like whenever the electricity. So it's like all this shit requires electricity and fast memory. Like the computer programmers, no, the computer gamers today are going to be paying way more for RAM chips because the AI companies have said like, no, the consumer is competing against the industrial complex, right? So it's like now you're going to be paying more electricity bills and etc. because you're competing for the electricity with these corporations who are then going to sell you that same shit. So it's basically you have all the wise society sector, you have all this money and technology, it is get the benefit of it. It's not going towards the humanity, it's going towards the very few select elite who are the only ones who can afford to reproduce. Okay,
right,
so to go back to the population crash, if you want to hear it, other presidents speak of it, go listen to Tucker talking to Putin when he used the term the golden million or billion. Okay, so he already used this term. And then you can go and listen to 007 talk about why Russians and English hate each other.
Okay, so this started from Bitcoin. Are you saying that the only people who will be able to afford, really even afford Bitcoin in the end will be the super wealthy? Is that where you're going? Okay, all right.
Power is too much. It doesn't even matter. Like Bitcoin, it can't be like the thing is, it's not money. You can't print it. This set amount, so it has to hold value, right? So it's not like we just fucking an asteroid full of a diamond asteroid just politely crashed, okay, like perfect orbit and just landed in fucking Texas. And now the world has infinite amount of diamonds. Like you can't have infinite amount of Bitcoin. You can create other coins. They have a different. Do you see how the other coins now come into play? And that's how you get the ETH coin or meme coins, you know, the Hakdua coin.
Yeah.
because it's bullshit, right? Like, but
Yeah,
it's not.
yeah.
Please never do that again.
I love it.
Oh,
Every piece you get, Casper. And also, we think about AI. AI is in our automobiles, right? Oh, it's so
That's
super cool.
different. That's a different pill. You're gonna trigger the fuck out of me because my dad
Okay,
was a
okay,
mechanic. I
let's
love
go.
cars. I was a boy racer.
So then, but now let's bring it into the credit system. You
Yeah,
have bad
so
credit.
so.
You have bad. You can't have access to your AI. We can just turn it off. We can do whatever. You
Someone
can't
did
use
say
car.
diamonds, D. Someone did say diamonds. Diamonds are
Cynthia,
real different.
I'm
Wait.
forever.
Before we move too far along, I want to point this out. Nobody talks about the environmental and the cost on
Oh,
communities for data centers. Like we're finding
yeah.
out that the issue for data centers, like right now, they're trying to build several data centers in Georgia.
India.
They're trying to build them in Indiana and Iowa,
India.
and there are India.
Yes, India.
I would
Think
wanna build a
you have
data center
go
in
go
India.
find the
I'm
article.
worried about
Like the
data
guys are
centers in
sending
India,
it to
bro.
India.
I'm worried
Huh?
about the one that's being built down the road over here in Georgia.
No,
Try
shit,
to
but the job's not being there.
And like they promise
Yeah.
like the reason counties are allowing them is they promise like high tax revenue, but if you actually look at the jobs that they have permanent in those counties,
It's fuck all.
like it's kind of not worth it economically speaking, because they demand high subsidies or reorganized rates for electricity
Power, electricity,
that
yeah.
severely
Casper was kind of hitting on that, right? He
well,
just hit on that.
it severely
cook.
increases the rates of like the rates for electricity for smaller rural areas, and they're building all of these data centers and off-putting the cost onto the rural population, and
And
like
Ding, ding, ding.
everybody's okay, and it does it for water as well.
I won't
It
say
does it
water
for-
and sound. They're also
California.
loud as fuck,
Yeah.
and they draw a lot of water.
No, they're not. Okay, I hate Joe. This is better.
No,
I
wait.
fucking wait. Better I call you out on this because it's so
No,
irrelevant. It's
I'm
so
aware
fucking
that they
convoluted.
coming up with
Well,
new
let
shit
me-
now
let
to
me-
suffer
let me
the
fin- let
sound,
me
but
finish.
generally
Um,
speaking, all
yeah.
these facilities do not have the sound deadening that the brand new shit has. The general shit that will end up in South Carolina will be that loud shit that everybody hates.
The power production facilities are going to be more of an environmental fucking impact than data centers. Data centers produce a shit ton of heat, but like they're quiet, bro. Servers don't make noise. Like you can soundproof all this shit
All right,
because it's
maybe
like a
I'm thinking
known
of
sound
something else.
frequency.
All right.
Better me, Joe,
All
than
right.
some
He
cunt.
says
Okay?
No.
He
I'll
says
say
shout out
this,
to data centers.
Okay.
Keep using Chat GPT, smooth brains. Well, the thing is, like AI is the cause for the need for a lot of these. Is like the major cause, but they would build
Ding, ding, ding.
be building these data centers anyway because we need them for the internet to function. Like
Do you wanna hear
it's
something?
wild.
I'm excited about this, okay? But here's
Yes,
something.
data
a fun
centers
tidbit.
are
Wait.
inherently loud. This is what
So they-
fucking Google is saying.
There was this protein folding thing, okay? And I remember back in the day, me and my mates, we would leave our computers running at home. And what would happen is like your computer gets sent these computations that it does. So it's like distributive computing power, fucking, I forgot the term, okay? So it's like this existed before, okay?
Yeah.
But how it existed and it was used would be like a medical people. And then they kind of got all their students
Triage.
before. This is how it started, okay? And then it exploded and spread. And all the geeks are like, bro, I don't care. I have a
everybody.
fucking... But now
Everybody
that's
pro and
centralized.
against the data center and technological advancement.
It's
It can be
instant
brought
people.
down quite simply. Just write
Blow
a
it up.
virus that attacks the Windows 95 or Windows
Oh my
95 operating system that all of today's important medical, banking, and industrial machinery relies
You're
on,
right,
because it would be $1 billion fucking for them to upgrade the operating system to
Yeah, I'm-
something
I'm-
newer.
I'm going to give you a personal
You
story,
know,
okay?
and anybody who's been in any of those industries knows that I'm not fucking lying. That anytime you turn on those machines, they have a
Yeah.
Windows 95, or if you're lucky, a Windows Vista operating system. Okay,
Oh,
Windows
goodness.
let's fucking do that.
Hell no.
And it doesn't matter. And it does not matter how new the industrial, medical, financial, or whatever equipment, it runs off a version of either Windows 95 or Windows
Internet
Vista.
Explorer. Linux.
And like you might see a miracle where it's Windows XP, but it's usually Windows, specifically Windows 95.
You're
All
talking
you
about
have to do is
technical
write a
debt.
and fucking crash all
Yeah.
of Windows 95.
Those-
As
that-
somebody who worked in the logistics field, I've seen it happen where there was a bug in the Windows 95 operating system and it shut everything the fuck down for like a week.
Mhm.
It's
Here's a
not
funny-
invulnerable.
here's a-
Corporations are lazy and don't want to spend money.
Here's a funny story for you. You know the shutdown bug in 2000s? Just like it would come up and tell you PC's shutting down in 10 minutes. Fuck you.
Oh
Remember
yeah,
that?
yeah. 10 seconds. Yeah.
And what's funny is the bug comes up, and I was in a lecture, and this dude's like fucking struggling the lecture. Everyone's kind of chilling, and I go like, "Bro, I had to buy so many beers after this." And the lecturer looks at me and goes, "Can you fix this?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And it just came out. Do you know what the fix was? I walk up to the guy and I'm like, "This is what we're doing." So it's shutting down in 10 minutes. Check this out. And I changed his date to like 1995. And it was like 2000. He's like, "So is it fixed now?" And I'm like, "No, but your computer's going to shut down in 5 years. So I think we can get through the lecture." And the whole class starts laughing. To buy beers because then we have to have a lecture. But like you can, yeah. But when he was talking about like bugs and problems, bro, like yeah, this about what you're referring to specifically. The term is technical debt. So this goes from small software to big, huge corporations. So it's like if you don't upgrade and you keep patching shit, eventually the shit's going to be so broken that we're going to what Sasquatch is showing. Okay, that's the future. Anyway,
Policemen outside
people keep
those.
talking shit about furries. They're gonna stop. They're gonna stop being coders.
Policemen outside of a storage facility in Brown University. They think they got the guy who shot up whoever he shot up.
fuck that dude. Oh my god, I hate you all. You're all insane. Like, how the fuck did they? Okay, so here's a question for you. Okay, as a non-American, like I can't get over the fact that they said that Brown University had 1 million cameras. Okay, like how is there no? I don't get it. Like, you guys need to learn to demonstrate. This is the other thing. Now I'm going to jail. Okay, so it's like for all your gun rights, why don't I want to see the list? I don't understand why Americans are not fucking going and saying we want to see the list. Doesn't matter who's on it, we want it. That's a question from a non-American to Americans. Like
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening.
Okay, Joe, this is the question that I don't understand. So in Serbia, we had a fucking thing fall down and from like this ancient train station, and a whole bunch of people expired, right? And there's been like demonstrations for a year saying, "Fuck you, no more corruption." We lived through this shit in the 90s, right? They're using like sound cannons on demonstrators and shit. Like, you guys don't know how to demonstrate. Do you get what I mean? Like, there's a whole bunch of Zoom
I'm
uprisings.
sorry, I just got shot at twice.
Not you specifically, but why I'm talking about America in general. It's like, where the fuck is the list?
I think you're right, man, and I admire every time I see you guys. That's just you in any place in foreign countries. It's always usually Europe somewhere, demonstrating like a son of a bitch, and I admire the fuck out of that shit. The closest thing we have is the No Kings, which does not compare. And it's big to us, but you know, you guys are something else. Australia killed it too, and Canada. Fuck, everybody's better than we are at it. And the ICE shit that's going on now, and those numbers are tiny.
Nothing.
And everybody hates anybody out there demonstrating and trying to stand up and protest.
But full thing, I'm Christian, okay? I'm not calling for violence. I'm not calling for violent demonstrations. This is not what I'm talking about, okay?
But
I'm talking about a list of people.
I want it to be loud and clear. I am in fact calling for.
I know. You're fucked, bro. Okay, don't make it, bro. Can you just let your channel live? Okay, don't close the bar.
Federal agents, I am in fact a dangerous maniac.
Because he's
I'm joking, YouTube. I'm joking.
Do you know who Ceausescu is, Joe?
Oh,
like, you should know a little bit about. Okay, so this was the Romanian guy. Okay, so it's like I remember being really young and watching when they got rid of the communist regime. Okay,
I remember
That
that.
dude didn't survive the night.
Oh, that wasn't Romania. Go ahead.
Like,
Go
Romania. No, you're right. You probably, yeah, you're right. But yeah, but like that dude didn't survive the night. Like, go watch how they brought the government down. Or like when we sent Milosevic fucking out, okay, from Balkans because he was too fucked, okay, like he had to go. Like the plain police officers wearing sneakers were the ones to arrest him.
Ooh.
Okay, and I remember a cop
This
telling
really-
me,
this
"Do you
really
know why
went
he's wearing
from me-
sneakers?" And I'm like, "Why?" Because he's like, "Why the fuck would he be wearing military boots or anything like that? Like sneakers are the best for pavement." Like,
Yeah.
and he made
Well, so-
mockery of how
Yeah.
the other nations will have like fucking, what do you call it, military
Combat military boots.
yeah, like in fucking digitalized fucking blue, what do you call it, like sea
Night
floor.
vision and all of that bullshit.
It's like, what are you doing? Because it's
Yeah.
pure intimidation. Like, you're not gonna fucking hide in. Like, have you never watched like a war in urban area? Like, how are you gonna, bro? There's no seafloor here for you to blend into. It's just pavement. Do you get what I mean? It's like it's completely different. Even police force. It's like when the parliament fell, an old veteran walked up to the cop and said, "What the fuck are you doing?" Like, this actually happened. Like,
Right.
what are you? An old man walked up to a police officer and said, "What the fuck?" And do you know what he did? He opened the parliament door. And I remember, like,
Whoa.
because this, what happened was, like, I watched this as a kid. So I'm watching the fucking argument because my dad would watch it, politics, yeah? So the national parliament always used to be on the channel, politicians arguing. And all of a sudden, you just see everyone break in, like on live TV,
Right.
right? But you guys had that too. And I was like, holy shit, Americans actually grew some balls.
That was racist bullshit too.
Bullshit.
You know,
But no,
I
you
hate
guys-
that. The one
like-
time we grow balls, well, we've had our moments, but
Yeah,
the
you
one
do.
time we grow it is because you know, some guy who I think is the worst divider in the world. This is the guy
And
who
I
said
think
they-
is the greatest president to
Uh,
ever exist.
and he doesn't want to when in my opinion all elections have stolen. It wouldn't have started with his, the electric machines that was so they can control the shit, and it wouldn't have started with his, but he wouldn't accept it, so every motherfucker ran up in to support that dude. You know, because I like that shit, man. I've been in my share of that shit. Had you seen all races went up in there because it was a worthy cause? Now I'm interested.
Because this is what I've been preaching, like, since you first heard me. like,
So let
over
me
a
get
year
this
ago.
straight.
You guys,
If there's diversity, it's a worthy cause, right?
Probably. No. I
No,
just know
no,
that if
this
there
is
is
a
no
different one.
diversity, we can be sure that if it's all black people or all Asian or all so and so, it's probably a shit cause. That's just a metric I use to go by because I go to so many so and so's.
remember the conversation, but it was on flaws, and I kind of wanted to get into it. Fucking you guys, I'll shut up even. Like, about patriotism, okay? We're touching on a lot of points. Yeah, I'll go BS. When I said, because I used to say, you guys have to stop burning your flag. Like, when I saw that you guys actually had fucking people take a knee, yeah, because they hate the government, and burn the flag because they hate the government. It's like when we had Milosevic. I'm just giving you a different thing, okay? Other nations.
Was it negative or positive taking a knee?
Wait,
Did you see
wait,
that as
this-
negative
this-
or positive
I
and
can take
burning
it
the
straight to
flag?
the landing. Yeah, I'll take it straight to the landing. But
I
let me
just
tell
want to
you
make sure I understood you so
straight
far.
to the landing. Even when we hated the government, you never saw anybody burning their flag or hating their nationality or their nation.
Ah,
You
that's
understand what I mean? Like, everyone still was a fucking Serb.
Okay, I dig it.
So it's like in New Zealand, if we started burning our Kiwi flags and our Kiwi symbols because we hate the government, I'd be like, these people are insane. What the fuck am I doing here? But for you guys, that's normal. It's like you can hate your fucking government, okay?
Yeah,
And you can hate whatever and see it as because that's not the flag, okay? This concept of nationalism or patriotism, it's not something that should be tied to the government per se. It's tied to your culture and your nation. So if you're fucking taking a knee, you're taking a knee on the fucking necks of all the World War II veterans.
Do
from
you know
Japan
why they
who
took the
fucking
knee?
did that.
You know why they took the
I
knee?
know the,
Wait,
but
wait.
the
I
example
want to
is
say this.
irrelevant.
We
can
have
talk about the
drifted so
statues and
far
stuff.
away from me calling out Beth for bullshit.
Who cares? It's a good conversation. Okay, let me.
It is.
I,
It is.
I can
Go ahead.
No, sorry, I don't know, OG. Like when
I
it's
was going
personal
to.
drama, I just don't
You
go
were
on
saying
channels.
it's American, but you started off with the
I'm
example of the
trying
knee,
to make
and
you
the
take
example
pride.
of the knee was bad because it solely. It
Yeah,
was
but
not about
the
America. It was
details
racial
are
shit.
relevant. Yeah, but the details are relevant, okay? Because you were
Okay,
like, do you know the details? It's like I hear you,
I
blah
get it.
blah. But like,
American. Then I thought maybe you did that on purpose. Okay,
no,
you
no, but
just mean that the acts that we do.
yeah,
Burn the flag is a good one. We'll stick with that one, right? You burn the
it's
flag. I
not
fucking.
good.
All right.
It's not good, is what I'm
But it is a
saying.
good example.
Yeah, but like, or like, if you had not Lincoln Park, okay, what Lincoln fucking monuments and all these monuments from evil white racists, okay, it's like
Right.
you can't tear it down. That's your culture. That's like fucking idiots blowing. Like, imagine
Well,
Brazil. Wait, let me land it. Okay, I'm going to take it to an extreme. Imagine Brazil saying we're going to destroy all these Inca temples because they had human sacrifice.
right. No, we're in
Right? I
agreement.
mean,
I
no,
was just,
serious, right? It's the
we
same
agree.
thing.
We agree. We agree.
Incas, or Egyptians used to have actual slaves that they would do. Also, fuck the pyramids. Let's destroy it all because their culture was shit.
Okay,
They
okay.
did.
Let me say, Casper, we understand where you're going. And I agree that you should not come in. I don't give a fuck if it's Nazi shit. Don't just blow it up or whatever the fuck. That's just bad form and not smart. It's
Here,
history. It really happened. Yeah, that's right. Leave that Nazi shit
that's
alone.
right.
Bro, clip it.
However,
4 hours, 15 minutes.
We need more.
however, the flag does not fall under such protections because they're disposable and I get them for $2. I'm not really destroying a thing
It's not.
of lasting history. It's just symbolic. That shit there is different than a $2 flag at the dollar store.
If you throw away your symbols, you don't have a nation. Okay, there was a video, and I can find it for you. Okay, they filmed it. It was actually a Serb who went through and saw the American flag on the floor, right? And he was like a delivery driver.
disagree.
And he goes down. I'll land this. Backs it up, okay, into that cool triangle shit you guys do. So proper American way to store a flag, and leaves it there, and then goes back into his UPS truck and drives off. Okay, he didn't know that the Ring camera filmed him, and he's an immigrant from Balkans. But he's like, I know what the flag is, and I'm here to integrate and cooperate, and he has a job, okay? And it's like, that's a good immigrant. That's the
Let me ask you. Let me ask you this.
Incredibly based. Hold on. Incredibly based story. But let me say this. I am like the only nationalist that you'll meet that has this, besides my friend who actually made me think about it. Fuck history. Fuck the symbols of the past. Move forward and make new history, make new symbols, make new meaning, because the shit from the past has been usurped, have been usurped, have been told, have been made up, had lies about it, both good and bad. Make new meaning, make new shit, make your own fucking new culture, your new fucking country.
Very
Just
well
move
put.
on.
Friend.
Culture evolves and it's now
Here's
shaped by
the problem.
technology. Bro, who discards history is doomed to
Yeah.
repeat it.
Hold
We're
on.
doing it right now. Go ahead.
Here's the problem with that, OG. When you disregard history, you're doomed to repeat the mistakes you didn't learn from history. For this reason, making
100%.
new history is almost directly what Orwell wrote about in fucking
1984.
1984, yeah. The new language and the new speak was new definitions, and you had to have the updated freaking questionnaire every week so that you would speak the new speak and have the right definitions. And homeboy missed 4 in a row because he was macking around on some chick. And the reason he missed his update on Newspeak was because they sent an opt-in on him. Big Brother was watching him and tempting him and testing him, and he failed the test for 2 reasons. 1, he went for the punini on the side, and 2, he missed the updates on how to speak properly, and suddenly his ass is persona non grata, Alex Jones. Poof.
I reckon here's a hot take.
Yeah, but the thing is, I'm not talking about Newspeak. I'm talking about liberating yourself from the past. Liberating yourself and just not giving a fuck about history. I'm not
Doesn't
talking about
sound
creating.
smart.
I'm not talking about creating entire new languages every other day.
Are
But
you
you
talking
are
about
talking
forgetting
I'm talking about
history?
stop trying to rally yourself around old causes. Stop trying to rally yourself around old ideology.
Hold on.
That's how why Europe fell with the shit that you're saying now. Funnily enough, I can land that plane, but you can just take it as a statement of fact. Like that is why Europe fucked up, because of that being a different way of saying the same thing they did, same attitude. Like you can't forget your heritage, otherwise, what you can't, OG. I'm sorry, it's stupid. Like
Let me ask
again,
you,
it's like
fucking
how they.
Casper. Let me ask you.
Oh,
Let's say, just for the sake
uh-huh.
of argument, and we're bringing it back to America,
Sure.
I'm just going to take it very specific, and you won't like it, but
Go
let's
ahead.
say
Thank you.
America has been shitty to you the whole time, and you feel like
Mhm.
America's shitty. Can you um, burn a flag then? Is it
No, no,
okay?
because it's
So,
okay. Let me explain. So it's like I have to take you to different examples. This isn't for you. This is for some other people in the audience too. So it's like look at the Chinese, for example. Okay, so they have an authoritarian government. Blah 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 blah. I actually think that they are further ahead coming to a solution than most of the West is. Hot take. Okay, and I'm like I'm Syrian. I'm not Chinese. Okay, like what was it going with this? So what I'm saying is it's like you have to have national pride in order to have cohesion in societies, tribes, so cultures. So in order to, if you go unit,
Even
family
if you
tree,
get mad at
race,
your
tribe,
nation,
city, yeah. So this is like city states get born, and then you have nation states because city states decide they should cooperate. And like Europe went through this. This black dude channel that I linked it to you, like funnily enough he came to the same conclusion that I did, different path, which is you have to have the evolution of societies. And the reason that he was saying, so them having issues because what was he did he say, Congo, no, Congo, one fucking African nation, it has like 46 tribes, and the 47th tribe is this Korean, no, Indian tribe that the British came in when they colonized. So they have like 47 distinct tribes, Somalia, whatever, and all under one flag, and they can't marry each other. Like Balkans fell apart because Croats were
you got a point.
Catholics
You're
and
just
Serbs
teaching
were
us history.
Orthodox. I am, because if you say, I'm explaining to you, if you don't, history is why you have a society. And the moment you say, I hate my flag, it's like you hate everything that your predecessors have built for you, and you should be caretaking it. Rich people are not rich. They're just looking
Okay,
after the
Casper.
family's poor
You go a
kids.
long
In the
time.
same way they did a new fucking fortune every generation. That's
All
what
right,
boomers did. I love you.
that being said, we've been going for almost 4 hours and 30
I know.
minutes.
Donate some
Hey,
money.
I have a question though, OG. I have a question.
Okay.
That video that I'm making, are you gonna do a live about that, or do you just drop in the video?
I was actually just about to talk about that. I'm gonna drop the video and do a live.
Because I was wondering, like, do I need to like do the promo, the trailer for the show coming up along with the video? Is what
Yes, that would actually be awesome because I'm gonna do a live and I'm gonna upload the video and have it set to go up after the live so people can watch the video by itself.
Okay.
I'm actually gonna do the voiceover for it after this stream.
Oh well, actually, hold tight on that because I didn't realize there was some talking, and I'm still waiting on those other two. So let me put it together, and then you do the voiceover as you see it.
All right, bet that actually works best. But ladies and gentlemen, we've been going live for almost 4 hours and 30 minutes, and this is the second stream of the day. And I still have to work on some other stuff, like I have to get Miss Cynthia 2 more videos for it. So
do your thing.
Awesome. Alrighty. Thank you. It was good seeing you guys again. Almost all of you.
Later.
All of you.
I'll see you guys.
Shot.
Bye.
Oh, sorry. Lag, Cynthia. I'm in New Zealand. Oh.
You can't blame it on the latency. Yeah, it's like blaming
Bro,
it on the alcohol.
Sometimes it's really bad. Like I can see when I start speaking and then my circle starts going. You know what I mean? Like it's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't mean to interrupt people.
All right, it's all good. But speaking of, any final thoughts from you, Casper?
Yeah, I hate you all. You're all fucking racists. Everyone's gay, and bye.
Thank you for coming up, Casper. Joe, you got any final thoughts, good sir? I guess not. Joe must have left when he said y'all have a good one. Okay. Well, I'm gonna kick you, Joe, but you know you're always welcome back. So I think his avatar did that thing where he sticks around. Sasquatch, you're gone for coffee. So I don't know how long that's gonna take you. If you have a final thought you want to say in the back, just ping me. But everyone, thank you for watching. This stream has been awesome, possum. It has been amazing to speak to you guys and stream for you guys again. It has been awesome to repetitively get over 20 viewers and maintain more than 15, especially being gone for almost a month. That's unheard of. So, nigga, we made it. We did it. I appreciate all of y'all. Like I said, I'm working on the stuff for the fundraiser. I'm working on a lot of other things as well. And I just want all of you to know I appreciate y'all being here. And I love all of you. I appreciate all the support and I appreciate everything. Even the initial subject of the stream, like Beth, not really mad at her. It just annoys me that these things seem to play out and people pretend to not know. It gets on my nerves. But I love everybody and I appreciate everybody. And thank you all for being here. And it's just been awesome. It has been amazing to stream for you guys again. Oh shit, I didn't see Sasquatch was back. Yeah, well, later, Sasquatch. He dipped out as soon as he came in and said I was going to give him some final thoughts. But I just genuinely appreciate y'all being here. And it's awesome. Let me put a stop to this fight real quick. Miss Alice is partially correct. You are partially correct as well. You know, your final thought is boats and hoes, gas masks. So, it is illegal to desecrate a flag. It is not illegal to burn a flag because burning the flag is protected free speech. But it is illegal to desecrate a flag, meaning intent, because we literally burn the flag to retire them. So you can't desecrate the flag. You can't take it off a flagpole and smash it into the mud. You can't do all this stupid shit to it, especially if it doesn't belong to you. If you purchase the flag and it's your flag, you can burn it, you can rip it up, you can destroy it in protest. But if you do something with, say, a garrison flag from the military, like you steal a flag, that's a desecration of the flag. You can't do a lot of stuff. So let's not argue about kind of irrelevant stuff. I don't blame you guys for having a heated discussion, but in a way you're both correct. There are ways around it. Burning your own personal flag is freedom of speech. Destroying or harming a flag not owned by you is a criminal offense, not just because of stealing it, but because you're not allowed to desecrate the flag. Well, it's not just a government flag either. Like if you steal your best friend's flag, like if you like destroy a flag that's not owned by you at all, like it's just not allowed. We love you, OG. Thank you, Becca. I love all of you guys as well. And like I said, I'm building a community. I appreciate you guys for being with me. The journey continues. We are starting to continue building up our community. Because though I have my beliefs that not everyone agrees with, everyone is allowed to come and question, come and correct, bring evidence, have a conversation, because that's what I want. That's what I want to build. Everyone is welcome here until you show yourself to be a uncontrollable douchebag who doesn't want to help the community grow but wants to help it stagnate and be a dickhead, and then you're just out and people can't handle that. So fuck y'all, I guess. But for those of you who want to help people grow and those who want to be a part of something bigger than themselves, I guess, not trying to be too climactic, because I am trying to build a community where everyone is welcome and different viewpoints come along and we discuss things, especially for my fellow Americans. So thank you all for being here with me and helping me with that and continuing that with me. And Tucker wants to be pet. He's starting to bump me with his cold ass nose. So I'm gonna go spend some time with my boy and then get back to work. I love you guys to death. Thank you guys for being here. Y'all have a wonderful night.
Starlight outlaw, cosmic soldier. Give me space and I'm in a good place. Very serious, mysterious, mind makes right. In for the fight. Starlight.